This is Cary TV.
Hey Sharon.
Hey Matt, how are you?
I'm good. Are you liking this new Crabtree Creek Greenway boardwalk?
It's great. I really love how well it connects to places around Cary and greenways in the region.
Yeah, and did you know Cary already has 80 miles of existing greenway?
Isn't it awesome? And to think it all started 40 years ago with a desire to help keep the high school track team safe.
You're watching BudTV, the monthly program that keeps you informed about what's going on in and around Carytown government.
This month on BudTV, we'll hear from one of the original advocates of Cary's Greenway system and talk to Sandi Bailey about the plans to celebrate 40 years of Cary Greenways.
Then we'll take a look back at Cary history for a minute.
Plus, an update on the future of downtown Cary Park.
And for all things green in Cary, Sharijna Guilford takes us there. Hi, and welcome to BudTV. We're here on the Crabtree Creek Greenway, where the boardwalk opened in September of 2018. This is just the latest addition to Cary's magnificent greenway system that connects our community to the region. While Cary is the 7th largest city in North Carolina, it boasts the 2nd highest number of greenway miles. And it all started in the 1970s when an engaged citizen saw the Cary High track team practicing in the street.
At that time, Kildare Farm Road was just a 2-lane country road with no shoulders. And the track team of Cary High was practicing on that road. And I thought, that's dangerous. Those guys shouldn't be out here. So I started riding around Cary trying to find the places that maybe we could have walkways for them to practice.
In 1979, Cary's first Greenways and Parks master plan was adopted and the first greenway was opened. Here with us now is Sandi Bailey, a planner with the Town of Cary. She's going to tell us of what the plans are for the 40th anniversary of Cary Greenways. Sandi, thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's great to be out on such a beautiful day.
So Cary Greenways are an important part of what makes Cary a great place to live and work. So what are the plans for the 40th anniversaries?
You're right, Matt. The greenways are such an important part of the fabric of the Cary community, and there are so many miles of greenways that connect Cary's beautiful open spaces, its neighborhoods, and its active destinations. It's worth celebrating all year long. So we're planning at least one event each month, and it started with our annual First Walk on New Year's Day. In February, we'll host a walk highlighting the Swift Creek Greenway, and we'll showcase Bond Park's greenways with a walk in March. April will be our first hosted bike ride for the year, and in May we look forward to working with the East Coast Greenway Alliance and our neighboring municipalities on a 45-mile cross-triangle greenways ride. May is also National Bike Month, and so there will be many other events. June 1st is National Trails Day, and it's also when we're having our main celebration of 40 years of Cary Greenways, and that will be at Bond Park. We'll be having food, entertainment, a bike ride, and a walk and stroll. We also have a photo contest going on now, and we have commissioned 2 greenway paintings by local artist Autumn Copeland, so it's going to be a really exciting year.
Awesome. That sounds like a lot of great reasons to get out and enjoy Cary's greenways. So Cary's already at 80 miles of greenways. So 40 years ago that probably seemed really ambitious, but there's a lot planned for the future, isn't there?
Yes, there is. The Imagine Cary Community Plan calls for an ultimate long-term system of more than 200 miles. And our current focus is on growing the system with our expanding community, closing gaps, and completing connections. The proactive planning and sustained efforts of visionary Cary citizens and volunteers like Ms. Sutliff, our current and past town councils and dedicated staff have positioned the town well with an exceptional greenway system for generations to come.
I couldn't agree more. So what projects can people be on the lookout for now?
There are actually several projects in the works, including Panther Creek Greenway and its connection to the Mills Park schools and Mills Park and on over to Cameron Pond subdivision. We also have the renovation of the Black Creek Greenway from Dynasty Drive up to Lake Crabtree. The construction of a pedestrian tunnel under the railroad tracks on the White Oak Creek Greenway at Davis Drive Park will begin this year. And designs are being finalized for Swift Creek Greenway's extension from Apex Community Park and Lake over to Cocoa Booth Amphitheater with 2 grade separations over US 64 and US 1. To keep up with our projects and the 40 years of Cary Greenways events, citizens can go to townofcary.org/greenways. They can also find a link to the bike hike map there as well.
That sounds great. Thanks, Sandi, and I'll see you out on the greenways.
This is your Cary History Minute. Located at 5104 Sears Farm Road, the John and Henry Sears House is an intact early 20th century farmhouse that reflects the domestic life of prosperous middle-class farmers from that period. John Sears, who was the son of notable Green Level farmer Albert Sears, and his wife Henry, built the house around 1915 and proceeded to farm and raise their 3 children on the land. They at one point owned more than 200 acres. The house, which combines both Queen Anne and Craftsman elements, originally stood facing Green Hope School Road, but was moved in 2017 to its current location overlooking Sears Farm Road. It still remains on the original farmland. The current owners purchased the house after the relocation and have rehabilitated it, preserving all the surviving original features. The Cary Town Council designated the house as a town landmark in 2018. Collaboration shined in Cary in 2018 as for the first time a team along with 2 individuals were recognized with Employee of the Year honors. Comprised of Cary Police Detectives Armando Bake and Elizabeth Pearson, Performing Arts Education Specialist Rachel Baranski, and Sam Trogdon, a Senior Operations and Program Supervisor at Bond Park, the ACEs, or Adverse Childhood Experiences team, is dedicated to reducing the effects of significant adversity on children's healthy development. Through numerous staff collaborations, film screenings, and other community engagements, this team has helped employees learn, families engage, and citizens connect. Also recognized this year, Betsy Winokur, an operations analyst in Cary's Public Works and Utilities departments, and Dan Clinton, a senior project manager with Cary, focusing on stormwater in the Water Resources Department. The announcement was made at the town's annual Employee Recognition Luncheon at the Herb Young Community Center, during which more than 210 staff members were recognized for reaching anniversary milestones of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and even 35 years of service. You can read more about the Employees of the Year right now at townofcary.org.
When it's time to take down the decorations, remember to compost your holiday greenery. All natural Christmas trees, wreaths, and garland can all be set to the curb as part of your regular yard waste collection, and it'll all be composted. The town collects yard waste weekly at the curb and processes the materials with a contracted vendor who turns it all into compost. Leave your greenery at the curb or drop it off at the Citizens Convenience Center in the designated yard waste area. And be sure to remove all artificial decorations like tinsel, lights, wires, and ornaments. These are not accepted with your trees or in your yard waste collection. You can also drop off your undecorated trees to mulch trails at Wake County Parks until January 27th. Find designated locations at wakegov.com. Citizens in Chatham County can also find drop-off locations by searching Christmas trees at chathamnc.org. And you can also search county-designated drop-off sites for artificial trees. And if it's time to dispose of those string lights that just aren't working anymore and they're off your house or your tree, then you can recycle them 2 ways. Wake County accepts Christmas lights at all multi-material recycling facilities, and Chatham County accepts Christmas lights in the electronics recycling container at their main facility and all collection centers. And one of those things that usually linger around long after the holidays are done are those greeting cards. And if they don't have any electronic devices in them, you can always recycle them straight in your curbside recycling cart. I'm Shrishta Guilford, and remember to carry it green.
Those who attended the presentation at Town Hall or joined on Facebook Live got the first look at the potential for a world-class park in downtown Cary.
The amount of engagement and feedback that we're getting from you guys is fantastic. It's only going to make this a much better space.
The design team presented key takeaways from this summer's public workshop, attended by more than 300 people, and the survey that followed, completed by more than 1,200 people. The team also presented 3 concepts, featuring the amenities Cary citizens identified as important to them and discussed where they best fit in the park. Up next, the town will present the preferred master plan. In the meantime, if you want to watch the presentation or get more information, you can go to townofcary.org/downtownpark.
Thanks for watching BudTV. We want to leave you with something special we found along the way. The town celebrated the career of former police chief Tony Godwin on his last day on the job. Chief Godwin joined the Cary Police Department in 1990 and spent his entire law enforcement career here. While the search for Cary's next police chief continues, Town Manager Sean Stiegel has tapped Assistant Police Chief Tony Desmitz to serve as interim Chief of Police.
This is Cary TV.